So, our next session brings two powerful wahine in Māori education to the stage. First, together they will present. First is Hera Whaanga, Ngāti Toa and project manager for the Project Wai, the regional water training facility of excellence. Hera leads workforce initiatives that bridge rangatahi into sustainable careers. And with Hera is Bianca Elkington, general manager of education and employment at Te Toa Rangatira. Bianca is currently completing a PhD at the University of Otago and researching the impact of iwi education systems on Māori achievement. Very nice to have you. No mai haere mai. Come talk to us about the Wai project. Homa o te pakipaki. Kia ora, kia ora.
Good evening, everybody. Can you hear me? Yes, okay. I ngā mana, i ngā reo, i ngā karangaranga maha o te wai. Tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. Project Wai is about people, water and restoring the mauri of Wai while building the workforce that will care for it. Where's our little...
Press the green
is
button.
It the green button?
Ai, tika.
Right. So who are we? I'm Bianca Elkington, as you've heard. I work in the education and employment space for Te Ngāti Toa Rangatira and have done that for the past 10 years. I also whakapapa to Ngāti Toa and have been raised in that community, which is kind of significant to this project because I've been raised in a community that looks at the harbour, our harbour, oh gosh, I've just forgotten the name. Poriroa. Te Aotearoa o Whariroa. Yeah, it was right on my doorstep and I forgot the name. But that's been a significant part of my upbringing, as it has been with all of my cousins actually, and their parents and grandparents for generations. My role at the Runanga is to create pathways that empower our people, and I've been working on kaupapa Māori education and employment systems for a number of years. As you have heard, I'm currently doing some study on the place of iwi education systems so that we can ensure that our kids are successful. Te Runanga is the mandated iwi authority for Ngāti Toa Rangatira. We are a large investor in a variety of industries, but also look after the well-being of our people across health, social services, housing, employment and education. And central to all of this is our responsibility as kaitiaki of our environment, especially Te Aotearoa o Poriroa, our harbour, our taonga. As a young person, as I said, I heard many stories of our people and their connection to the harbour, and sadly, my generation hasn't had the privilege of those same experiences. Hence why Project Wai is a really important piece of the work program that we're undertaking.
Tēnā koutou e te whare, he uri tēnei nō Ngāti Kahungunu ki te Wairoa, nō rongo mai wahine hoki, ko Hera Whaanga tōku ingoa. I'm in the Tahoi Ako, the employment team at Te Toa Rangatira, and I've led the development of Project Wai to date. So yeah, today Bianca and I will share the vision. We'll also share how we're making it happen, and most importantly, how you can be a part of it. Oh, it's me, noki te he. So whānau, when we look across Aotearoa and here in our own rohe, there's some big challenges that stand in front of us. And through our work to date with community, industry and iwi, we've heard these messages loud and clear. We've heard there's a workforce shortage across the water infrastructure. I'm on B's notes, not my notes. So there's a workforce shortage in water infrastructure, and it's not the most attractive industry either, with little career pathways that showcase. And the current workforce, the average age is 59. We're also living in an environmental urgency, as you heard Bianca allude to. In Wellington, we lose a quarter of our drinking water through leaking pipes. We have sewage that overflows and pollutes our harbour. So alongside Project Wai, we have another important initiative that we're leading, and it's the restoration of the Poriroa Harbour. And that's through Te Wai Ora o Poriroa, the Poriro Harbour Accord, which is a collective agreement between different kaupapa partners. And lastly, the current training system simply doesn't deliver. Funding is fragmented, short-term, and there's nothing that integrates Te Mana o Te Wai principles into training. So we're going to roll a video. It's 5 minutes long. I'm not trying to one-up koro or anything. Okay, let's see if this works. Cool. That's our Wai for Wai. Tai hoa e te whānau. Can you help us at the back? Is that a possibility?
Here we go.
Yes.
That is the jewel in the crown for the city. It's always been, for our people, a real toll.
I remember my father, we were bringing a load of wood down for the wharakai. We as kids had put the load on a bit wrong on the sledge. The old man was sitting on the sledge coming down the hill, and the load split and my father's leg got dragged, and everyone was telling him to get to a hospital, and he healed it in the harbour.
For generations, the health of the Wai was vital to the well-being of our people and our community. Then, a little over my lifetime ago, decisions were made in connection with the fast-track development in that era, and Poriro was chosen as a place for that rapid development to occur that ultimately degraded, polluted our beautiful place.
My nan, she's got memories as a child. She'd always talk about this beach. We played at the beach every day, racing horses up and down this beach. And at the time, they probably didn't even know. And even the morning that the trucks showed up and started to pour the dirt, to think that they didn't even know the last day that they got to play on the beach, that would never ever come back again. It's basically a swimming pool that's got concrete edges all around. There's no place to breathe.
Ngāti Toa, as the mana whenua here in Poriro, has felt the need to lead in the renewal of our infrastructure. We conceived the idea of standing up a new world-class facility for excellence in the training, preparation of women and men who want to be a part of this mahi.
This facility is the first of its kind in Aotearoa, where Te Mana o Te Wai is embedded in every qualification that's delivered through this facility. It will act as a revolving door where people can enter at different stages of their career journey. This first of its kind facility will help provide clear pathways, train technically skilled kaitiaki, and therefore improve the health of the awa.
So our research makes it clear that the vocational education system is letting down many sectors, including the water sector. There's real gaps in equity and success. We're not building leadership pathways for individuals, particularly Māori, and we're not making the most of opportunities that are being presented elsewhere, like in Europe, for example. And ConCOVE's research, degree-level apprenticeships, is going to support the Wai project to think about those ongoing pathways for people in the water sector.
At the moment, we've got a wide lack of skills around specialist knowledge in our networks. We traditionally had an ageing workforce, where recently we've started to lose a lot of those older people. The so-called training that's delivered right now is delivered in the form of big workbooks, and it ignores the youngsters that are listener learners or practicing and doing learners. I think we're missing a big chunk when it comes to training our youngsters.
My current journey to become a survey technician has been a little bit difficult because it's online. School was just like, here's the work, do the work, come to the classes, complete it, and yeah. A training facility like this would mean I will be able to learn in other places, not just online. I wouldn't be as burnt out and would have got the proper support I needed to stay motivated and continue my journey.
Māori apprentices often take longer to complete their qualifications, and that's often down to the lack of pastoral care and cultural support that they receive, and so we're really excited to see that the Wai project is going to deliver some of those outcomes.
The beauty of this is that Ngāti Toa have invited the stakeholders in already. If they are all on the same wavelength, then suddenly everybody is responsible for looking after our taiao and the future generations thereafter.
There is wisdom available that's come to us from our old people, which when interwoven with our contemporary knowledge enables us to do an even better job.
By bringing iwi in to lead an initiative like this one, you're starting to shift mindsets, taking it from profit over people and flipping the narrative and making it people over profit. And what you've done is you've concentrated on the person that's working on the asset. They are constantly thinking about how is this going to affect the environment and for future generations.
Every iwi community has suffered in some way the same. And so what we're saying is hopefully the next generations to come can hold the powers that be accountable to enable harbours to return back to its pristine condition.
Oops. Okay, so we'll just, oh yeah, that's us. All right, so our vision is a water training facility of excellence, and if Ngāti Toa are named by anything, it is their big ideas. And often we have the big ideas and then we sit down and think about, okay, how we're going to do this. And so firstly, I just want to say really grateful for those who have believed in that big idea to date and entered the conversations. Our vision is that it would be led by iwi, building technical excellence within a Te Ao Māori foundation. And this vision hasn't been developed in isolation. We already know the pipeline of infrastructure projects coming through, particularly in Wellington. We've held 2 major workshops to build this concept, engaging over 30 different organisations, including local and central government, secondary schools, regulators, training providers and industry partners, and importantly, current apprentices and trainees, as you saw in our video. That breadth of voice has been critical. It means the concept you see today already reflects the needs of the sector, the aspirations of our communities, and the shared commitment to protect the Wai. We have 3 main streams within the proposed built facility: a dual vocational pathway, meaning you are learning a trade while still in secondary school, aligning to our philosophy across the runanga in education, he ara tupua, enabling choice as early as appropriate. You can train or upskill within the water trade school, or you can earn and learn through degree apprenticeships through a hybrid model. And what's most important is you can enter into the training facility and stream through a revolving door. Coming and going is required.
So Project Wai is not about tweaking an old system, it's about shifting the system. That means the facility will provide clear pathways into infrastructure roles. It's a purpose-built facility for hands-on practical learning grounded in real-world practice. There's a Train the Trainer program, so we're lifting the capability across the sector and embedding tikanga Māori into how we teach and mentor. And to do this well, we're drawing on the support of ConCOVE, a relationship that has been building over the past few years. Some of our team were able to go to Germany and see their trades training vet system over there, and they brought that knowledge back, and those ideas helped shape the concept design. So ConCOVE have produced pages and pages of research, and we agree, we don't want them to sit on the shelf. This also means that we're not starting way back here. So we're able to start here, and we're going to have a wānanga with those people who fed into those research and insights. Our goal from that is to produce insights, recommendations to help further refine the concept design. So this truly meets the needs of today and tomorrow, and it is a reset for the water training. At the heart of this, there's a kaitiaki Wai credential that's delivered through every qualification at the facility, ensuring the workforce is truly future-focused and mokopuna-focused.
So how do we build this? How do we bring this vision to life? Well, it begins with partnerships and co-designs. The kaupapa is iwi-led but strengthened by relationships across government, councils, water entities, government training providers and industry. We know that we need the right people around the table, a circle of champions who will carry this kaupapa forward. It is underpinned by innovation, from micro-credentials that allow people to upskill quickly, to AI and digital learning, to on-site simulators where learners can practice in safe real-world environments. And just as important is the whānau support space, a place where learners are backed by pastoral care, cultural grounding, and a community that wants to see them succeed. We've also been listening to our trainers and employers, and we will continue to hear from them to make sure what's delivered is practical, relevant, and truly supports success on the ground.
So we're taking a phased approach to the development of the Facility of Excellence. We're currently sitting in the first phase, and we have a robust concept design, which we will further refine with ConCOVE's research. We are also seeking investment from our kaupapa partners. In phase 2, we will launch our Train the Trainer program. So this will ensure that we have skilled trainers within the workforce and build the tuakana, or the mentors, for the capability within the workforce to mentor our facility graduates. Then we move to phase 3. So we establish the purpose-built facility itself, and then have all those things that Bianca said, the reticulations, the learning spaces. But the most important thing is we have pastoral care. We work off a Māori ora framework. So we look at the person as a whole, with a holistic view, and that underpins the way we deliver pastoral care in enabling their success. So each phase builds on the last, scaling up impact while staying iwi-led and industry-backed.
Now, we'd like to... No? Is there a trick? Oh, there. Oh, no, not that one. There. So we want to bring you into this kōrero. If you could... Oh, no, we're not going to do that. Looking ahead. We did think if we ran out of time, we would run like an interactive session across the tables, because we thought that was really cool at workshops or at events like this, but we don't have time. So we want to look ahead to what Project Wai is. And you've heard it's more than just a facility. It's a model of how iwi industry and communities can co-create solutions that deliver for people, the environment and the economy. By grounding this work in Te Mana o Te Wai, we're not just building a workforce, we're restoring the Māori of Wai, and in doing so, restoring the Māori of our communities. As we close, we want to leave you with these words. Ko te wai te ora o ngā mea katoa. Water is the life of all things. This kaupapa isn't just about our wai, our people, is about ensuring our wai, our people and our places thrive together. I personally am just a new grandmother as of last Saturday, and I know, Kahia is her name, and I think about the projects like this and think this is why we need to push the boundaries as far as we can. We just need to get on the waka and go, and we will go. I can assure you of that. But because for little Kahia, who is at home just over a week old, I want her to have the stories that my grandparents had, that I wasn't privileged to have. So today we're asking a question. It's simple, just to join us. Whether it's an investment partner, an industry champion or an advocate, your role in this journey matters. I just want to say that we are going to hang around for the next session if there are questions directly to us on the floor, because at this point we don't know that we have all the information to share in a Q&A from the floor, but definitely are hanging around afterwards. Nō reira, tēnā koutou, tēnā tata katoa.
Kia ora, Hera, Bianca. Thank you so very much. It's so inspirational. Love the words, the grounding in whenua, whānau, iwi leadership. There's so much that we can learn. Love the words from Helmut going, we have wisdom. Let's use that as we are designing. So thank you so much. O mai te paki. So a really, really great reminder for us to listen to the lived experiences in our communities as we are designing our programs and our skills and our education.